Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to Mathematics with Shahab Yaqub. So now in today's lecture again we are doing some questions of coordinate geometry. Like in the previous lecture there was this question number 34 which was of I think 12 marks. The first part was 6 marks, so was the second part, and that was a tough question. So similarly let's try out two more questions of the same type. Now let's look at question number 33, and these are past paper questions, and this numbering is according to my topical book. Got it? So now let's get started. Let me start the shading. It says 3 points of coordinates A, B and C. Find the value of the constant K value for which part A, C lies on the line that passes through A and B. That is the first part. So now first of all, let me copy this question and let me paste it on the next page because there are two parts to it. And then the second part, that is about C lies on the perpendicular bisector of AB. Now over here, when I'm looking at the first part, I have point A which is 0, 7. I have point B which is 8, 3, and I have point C which is 3k, k. Now when it says all the 3 points lie on a straight line, that means A, B and C, these are collinear points. Now some people in a hurry, they assume that one of the point is the midpoint of the other. Nothing is said as such. Do not assume anything. So now let me stick a page over here and let me write over here, never ever assume anything that's not specifically written, specifically stated. That means it's written. So if it does not say anything about midpoint, do not assume it to be. So they are collinear points. The gradient should be the same. That means the gradient of, let's say, AB. So let me first calculate gradient of AB. That is 7 minus 3, 0 minus 8. This is 4 at the top, negative 8 at the bottom. That is negative half. Should be the same as gradient of BC. So gradient of BC, that is 3 minus k over 8 minus 3k. I cannot simplify it any further. Therefore, this gradient and this gradient should be the same. So therefore, 3 minus k over 8 minus 3k equals to negative half. Cross multiply. 2 times 3 minus k, that is negative 1 multiplying with 8 minus 3k. And this is 6 minus 2k, that is negative 8 plus 3k. Take 3k to the other side, negative 5k is negative 8, negative 6, that is negative 14. Therefore, k comes out to be 14 over 5. Are they asking us the value of k? Yes, they are asking us the value of k. And there it is, that is 14 over 5, which I have written as a fraction. It's written as a decimal over here. Now, a lot of people, they ask this question. Let me write 14 on the inside. Let me write 5 on the outside. 5 2s are 10. The remainder is 4. So this can also be written as 2. That's the quotient. And this is 4 over 5. So this is quotient. This is remainder. This is divisor. Quotient, remainder, divisor. And we know that 4 over 5 is an exact decimal, that is 0.8. Therefore, I can write this thing as 2.8 also. So now this one is 100% correct. This is also correct. This is also correct. All of these are the correct formats. So the first part is done for 4 marks. The second part. Now, this paragraph over here, let me highlight this. This paragraph, this whole thing over here, that is naturally applicable for the second part also, right? So now it says C lies on the perpendicular bisector of AB. So let me write A over here, that is 0, 7. Let me write B over here, that is 8, 3. And then I should calculate two things. The first thing, that's the gradient of AB, which is 7 minus 3. 0 minus 8, and I think I calculated it earlier. That is 4 over negative 8. That comes out to be negative half. Let me calculate m, where m is the midpoint of A and B, or line AB. So therefore m is, add the x coordinates, divide by 2. So let me take the average, that is the 0 and 8 divided by 2, and the average of the y coordinates over here. So let me now write it. This is 0 plus 8 divided by 2. This is 7 plus 3 divided by 2. So that is 4 and this is 5. So 4 comma 5, let me write 5 properly. That is the midpoint. Now this is all good, all done. So we have m over here, and we have this thing which is gradient of AB over here. But remember that if two lines are perpendicular, one gradient is the negative reciprocal of the other. So therefore this is plus 2 because of the relationship of two perpendicular lines. So remember the keyword negative reciprocal. So now what should we do? Let's find the equation of perpendicular bisector. Y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. So we have the x coordinate, we have the y coordinate, we have the gradient. So y coordinate is 5, gradient is 2, x coordinate is 4. First of all, that is the equation. I can simplify it further. I can say y minus 5 is 2x minus 8. Therefore, y is 2x minus 8 plus 5. This is y is equals to 2x minus 3. That is the equation. Now it says C lies on this line. C is what? C is 3k comma k. Now let me write, but C 3k comma k lies on perpendicular bisector. So therefore y is equals to 2x plus 3, y is equals to 2x plus 3, actually minus 3, my bad, and this x coordinate, this is y coordinate, that should go over here. So this should be replaced with a k, and this x coordinate 3k should be replaced over here as 3k. Now let me expand it. K is equals to 2 into 3k minus 3. So k is equals to 6k minus 3. K minus 6k, negative 5k is negative 3. Negative, negative cancel. K comes out to be 3 over 5. Or if someone is interested in decimal, this is an exact decimal. So this is exact. Fractions are beautiful. So leave the answer as it is. I will personally prefer to leave the answer in fractions, even though in this case, this decimal is also exact. Let's double check. So k is 3 over 5. There it is. K is 3 over 5. So all good, all clear. So now this question is done and dusted. 4 plus 4, that is 8 marks. So now let me go to this question. Yes, all-time favorite question. It says the point R. Let me just get the highlighter ready. The point R is a reflection of the point in this line. Find by calculation, not by drawing, the coordinates of R. Now, first of all, let me write R as x comma y. Let me label this point as, let's call it Q. Q as negative 1 comma 3. The line is over here. 3y plus 2x is 33. Let me call this as the mirror line. All good? So now let me draw this line first. 3y is equals to negative 2x plus 33. Y equals to negative 2x plus 33 divided by 3. Let me simplify it. That is negative 2x over 3 plus 11. So if I compare it with y is equals to mx plus c, slope is negative, y-intercept is positive. So let me draw just a rough sketch over here. So that is the, first of all, let me draw it even straighter, like this, like this. That is the grid. Gradient is negative, y-intercept is positive. So let me draw this line in purple color, this one. And this is something like this. Let me just draw it a little bit. Okay. And let me just change the color. I think red is good enough. So red is good enough. That is this line. All good. This one is 11 like this. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. It has a negative slope. Now the point is minus 1 comma 3. So now let's say minus 1 comma 3 is somewhere over here. So this point is over here. Let me label it in green color. So this is Q and this is negative 1 comma 3. And now I am interested in finding the reflection of this point, which I'm labeling as R, which they have labeled as R. I have labeled this as Q. So now the concept is just go in this direction, not necessarily passing over here, maybe some other point. This is just a rough sketch. And let me just remove this point over here so that there is no confusion. Okay, so minus 1 comma 3, let's say it's over here. So this is Q minus 1 comma 3. So let me go to this side. It will intersect this line. Let me keep on going forward. Keep in mind, this is just a rough diagram. This is just to give me an idea, give the examiner an idea. So the reflection of Q will be R. In other words, what needs to be done now? What should we do? We know that this red line should be the perpendicular bisector. All good? So in other words, gradient of the green line should be the negative reciprocal. So flip this thing, that becomes positive 3 over 2. And it should be passing through Q, which is negative 1 comma 3. Okay, so this is passing through negative 1 comma 3. Let me write Q over here. Let me add a page over here. And now the equation of a line y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. So y minus 3 is equals to 3 over 2x minus minus 1. Let's simplify it further. Y minus 3 is 3 over 2x plus 1. And let me simplify it further. Y is equals to 3 over 2x plus 3 over 2. And hold for a second, don't forget the negative 3. This is y minus 3. So therefore, y is equals to 3 over 2x plus 3 over 2 plus 3. Y is equals to 3 over 2x plus 1.5 plus 3, that is 4.5, which is 9 over 2. So this is the equation of perpendicular bisector. Now keep in mind that it is worth 7 marks and you are not getting anything free. So now solve simultaneously. Solve simultaneously. Which two equation? The green one. So let me just choose this color. This is the green equation. That is this one. So y is equals to 3 over 2x plus 9 over 2. And the red line, which is the red line, that is this one over here. Y is equals to negative 2/3 x plus 11. This is y is equals to negative 2/3 x plus 11. So now when we solve it simultaneously, 3 over 2x plus 9 over 2 is negative 2/3 x plus 11. So now 3 over 2x plus 2 over 3x is equals to 11 minus 9 over 2. 22 minus 9, that is 12 plus 1, 13 over 2. This is 13 over 2. And if I take the LCM, so therefore, if I multiply by 6, hold for a second. So let me do the working on the side. 3 over 2x plus 2/3 x. So if I multiply by 3, numerator, denominator, so this is 6 and this is 9. And if I multiply and divide by 2, so that is 6 and that is 4. So this is 4/6, this is 9/6, and 9 plus 4 is 13. And let me remove this x over here. There is no need. So this is 13 over 6. So this simplifies to 13 over 6x. So therefore 13 cancels out. So therefore x is 6 over 2, which comes out to be 3. X coordinate is 3. And what's the y coordinate? Y coordinate, plug in one of the equation, 3 over 2x plus 9 over 2, 3 over 2x plus 9 over 2. That is 3 over 2 into 3 plus 9 over 2. That is 9 over 2 plus 9 over 2, and that comes out to be 18 over 2, which is 9. So the coordinates of R is this thing over here, x equals to 3, y equals to 9, 3 comma 9. Is that the answer? Yes, that is the answer. That is, no. That is the simultaneous equation. Do not hurry. When you solve these two, you are getting this point. Let's say this point is M. So now let me just correct myself. It's not over yet. This is the point of intersection. All good, all clear. This is the point of intersection of the two lines. We are solving simultaneously, so we are getting the coordinates of M. Now let me add a page. Now the scenario is something like this. So now we have this point, which is Q, which is negative 1 comma 3. We have this point, which is M. How much is that? 3 comma 9. And we are interested in finding R, which is x comma y. Got the idea? So now, since it's a reflection, QM should equal MR. They are lying on same straight line. In other words, M is the midpoint, because of reflection, is the midpoint of Q and R. So now let me choose a red color. Right over here, this is -1, this is x, this is 3. So -1 plus x divided by 2 is equals to 3. -1 plus x is equals to 6. Therefore, x comes out to be 7. The next one, the blue color, there is 3, there is y, there is 9. So therefore, 3 plus y divided by 2 equals to 9. 3 plus y is equals to 18. Y comes out to be 15. So we have this thing which is 7. We have this thing which is 15. And that is the answer right over here. So the coordinates of R is 7 comma 15. So now that's how this particular question is done. And now let's think about all the marks that are associated with it. So if I choose a green color, first of all, you have to find the equation of this perpendicular bisector. So let's say if I associate 2 marks with this, and I would associate maybe 2 marks for finding the point of intersection, and then 2 marks for this, and 1 missing mark I can adjust it somewhere over here, maybe 1 mark for this, and then 2 marks for finding the equation of perpendicular bisector, and then 2 marks for finding this point of intersection, and 1 mark maybe for finding this formula. So let me write 2 over here, let me write 2 over here, let me write 2 over here, and 1 over here. That's 7. So that is how the 7 marks will be obtained. So that is how this particular question is done and dusted. Stay tuned for more content on mathematics with Shahab Yaqub.